to Gab and Jam, episode 320.
Yeah, what are we talking about today?
All right, so New Year is a perfect time to talk about this topic, the importance of self-care for the DIY rock star.
Yes, very important.
And there are several key areas that we think that you need to stop and give some time and attention to, including physical health. We kind of know that, right?
Yeah, take care of the body.
You only get one body, right?
Only one body.
Only one body.
Make sure that you exercise.
Yeah.
You know, make sure that you eat as rightly as possible.
Yes.
That you don't overindulge in.
Yeah, we know it's after the holiday.
Right.
So again,
Right.
time to get things back under control. And also we were talking about the fact that performing takes a lot out of you, that people don't realize it.
Yeah.
You know, creating is one thing, but also now, you know, relaying that to people. And if you are a live performer, or even if you're doing videos, it takes a lot more energy than people realize.
And the other part that people don't realize is that, you know, rejection and failure takes a lot of energy.
Oh, okay,
You
good.
know, so,
all right. So
I
I
mean,
was
so
going
that's
to the next part, but yeah.
But I'm just saying that these are all things that kind of are drained.
Yeah.
You know, and so sometimes you have to get little wins along the way, and I think that's what exercising helps you to do.
I like that.
By saying that, hey, look, you know, if I at least start my morning or in my day, and I know I've done this today.
Yes.
You know, this is a victory that I can count, that you can say, I can check that off the list. And not only that, you will start to see something. You know, whether it's, you know, maintaining you wherever you are as far as weight wise, or just feeling better about, you know, moving around and doing things, you will start to, it will reap rewards.
Yeah, it does. It really does.
So.
All right, and then the next thing to attend to, of course, is mental health. And you already said that you have to lean into, well, you didn't say lean into your own happiness, because when no one is paying attention, when no one has responded, or even worse, when you get criticized by others, you need to have your own centering of, we were talking about that with the confidence in what you put out, regardless of what people say. That if you enjoy doing it and you felt called to do it, and you feel the urge to put it out, that you have to stand firm no matter.
You have to do.
Yeah.
And actually kind of that's almost worse. So meaning that, to me, failure and rejection, to me at least, it's final. So meaning that if you send something to somebody and they say, I don't like it, right? And they send it back or whatever, right? At least you have closure, you know, or you know that you failed at whatever, right? You have closure. You can say that's failed.
Right.
What's very difficult is just lack of feedback.
The apathy.
You send things out.
Right. People don't even bother.
Nothing.
Right. They don't even bother either to listen or to let you know.
Or you don't know if they listen.
Right.
You know, maybe they did listen. Maybe not. Maybe they listened to it. Maybe they liked it, but they don't know what they can do with it. Maybe they hated it. You know, it's just, that is almost worse.
Yeah.
Because you never get closure.
And I guess part of our solutions for that, I know I hadn't planned to talk about solutions, but part of the solution for me is just keep putting it out. It's just the glut of,
keep doing it.
You know, again, if you type in Prejippie in any search engine, you're going to see a flood of things. So after a while, it becomes undeniable. It becomes unavoidable, you know.
That you're doing what you can do. And that's again, that goes back to that point. You have to just keep doing what you do.
Yeah.
In spite of that. You know, especially if you're creating the work.
Yeah. And then, of course, for mental health, before anyone else puts their 2 cents in, again, you have to feel strong about the choices that you've made. And that is a new place for me, because, again, years ago, it used to be just put it out. But then I would hear things, you know, because in retrospect editing, you have to take a step back. And I used to come back and I'm like, oh, I didn't like that note, or I didn't like that lyric, or, you know, I don't feel like my performance was as good as it could be. And so that's where you were saying that now, like, whatever it takes, pull it back down, recut the track, do whatever it takes. For me now, it's branding. I've done a few, you know, we've done some fashion, some photo shoots where I was not crazy about the results, and at one time I used to feel like we had to use them, and now it's like, okay, well, those didn't work, and that's fine. We'll just, you know, pick it up with another photo shoot.
Yeah, don't ever worry about recutting melodies, whatever it is. If something's not working, you know,
and you may not know that. And again, for me, when I first do something, I'm too close to it. I can't really evaluate it. But when I listen back to it, and then listening back to it is forever. So you know, if it's something I don't like, then I'm not gonna be proud to put it up. And to have people criticize it because I feel like there's something wrong with it. Whereas if I've done all that I can do to make it the best I can make it,
and then you can be confident, you know. And now it's hard not to do it, especially if you are recording digitally. You know, I know before when we were recording on tape, it was just different. You know, because you know, you were working on tape, you were probably working on one song at a time. You know, you had whole mixes up, and then you know, if you're gonna completely get rid of, you know, take or whatever else, you know, you don't necessarily have the equipment to dub it onto another 8-track recorder or whatever. You know, to make sure you preserve that copy, and then you could do whatever you want to do with that one. You know, you're gonna erase something, you erasing what you have. You know, and so
you better do it better, otherwise you losing ground.
You are, and so you have to really be convicted to do something like that with tape, and so there might be more of a reluctance to do that. Whereas today, you know, recording things digitally, you can say, okay, yep, I saved that version, here's another version. You know, and now I'm working on this version, and I can do that, and if you don't like something, that one, you can just move on to another version.
And it's nice that you can pull it right back up.
Pull it back up, you can go back, you might even mix different things together that might bring it all together and make it work. So that's, you know, you can have tons of takes and all the rest of this kind of stuff. So, yeah, I mean, to me, it's, especially in the digital era, it's been a great equalizer. So, you know, meaning that what the majors get to do, you can do too.
And that same thing with photo shoots and videos and everything else. All right, so our strategies, we're not going to spend time giving you a whole bunch of strategies. We can just say the one big one is find what works for you, because everyone is different. And I know that's kind of one of those cop-out pieces of advice, but it's so true that what might work, again, even between the two of us, there are times when, you know, leaning into one thing works, but then pulling back from something else, and we're in opposite places, but that's what's working for us at that time. But we will point you to advice from a previous self-care post. I'll put the link below, as well as some added activities to help you stay creative. We have a separate post for that. But what about you guys? What are you going to attend to in this new year that may help you in your physical and or mental self-care? We'd love to hear about it.
Put it in the comments below.
We might put it in our blog post.
Like, dislike, whatever you want to do.
Plus, the DIY, Be the Next DIY Rockstar handbook, workbook, and soon planner. Where, as far as that exercise habit, if you want to track that every month, we're going to have trackers as a part of the planner. So that'll help keep you accountable for the people who need to see that visual. And we're looking forward to that. But make sure you leave your tips below. And what else?
What else? We have a live stream. It's going to be on January 12th, 7 p.m. Eastern time. That's, you know, American time.
On a Friday evening. And we're going to be premiering the video for Daylight, which is from Obtanium Flow album. And don't forget, we still have our, again, DIY, Be the Next DIY Rockstar handbook and workbook that is available for a discount for a limited time only. The coupon code is below. All right. If you dig the vibe and you want to be a part of the tribe, be sure to
subscribe.
We're wishing you love, peace, and
chicken grease.